Hey guys, this is Wolfos, and welcome to DotA Den, your source for Dota commentaries and other instructional content. I am so happy to finally present this commentary to you guys. It has taken me far longer than I expected to figure out Windows Movie Maker, Audacity, and Fraps, and then just smush it all together into one unit, but I finally figured it out, and I am happy to present this commentary to you guys. Today's commentary is going to be between Shift and OK. Now, I just want to point something out really quickly. On Shift today is the infamous Angel, who is always changing his name to Right by Angel. And OK has elected to, well, nickname steal. They are all change their SIGs to Right by and then their game name. And Angel's already commented a little bit that he's not extraordinarily happy about this. So we're going to see how this goes. But just to introduce the teams while the picks and bans are going, we have Cinderin playing the captain for Team Shift. We have Eatonfish, Angel, Rise, and Miguel. If you don't know who any of these players are, where have you been? I mean, seriously, where have you been? These are some of the most popular players in today's pro Dota scene. I don't know about you guys. And then also on the OK side, we have Ducky playing captain for them. We have Nino, Lacoste, Fear, and Sony as well. This is as close as it gets to All-Stars versus All-Stars, in my opinion, and I am truly excited about this game. I mean, I really am. And it looks like I managed to pause my replay somehow. No worries, we'll pick it right back up, and let's go ahead and do a little bit of ban and pick analysis. Now, Sentinel had first ban, or first pick, however you want to phrase that, and they go ahead and ban at Doom, which probably says that they're trying to think about a strategy that has a particular hero that Doom can just shut down, period. Not sure who this is going to be, but it's probably someone that needs to use their spells a lot. And then, of course, we have the standard Neruvian Weaver ban, and we have an Earthshaker ban by Cinderin. This is not usually a ban you see in the first round. Usually you would see Earthshaker ban in the second round, so this is a little interesting. Still a good ban, though. And Ducky goes ahead and responds by banning Lich, one of the more powerful heroes in this version. And Cinderin took his time a little bit to remember, oh yeah, it's 7-1B, let's ban Invoker. And then Ducky responds and bans another one of the more top-tier support, solo mids, whatever you want to do with him, heroes, in Ancient Apparition. And we moved on to the picks, and Cinderin first picks Clockwork. So this means that he wants an initiator, so I don't know what carry type hero he has, but it's someone that can't get in there too easily is what I'm thinking his strategy is going to be. And then Ducky goes ahead and follows up with Syllabear and Visage, and these are just two very powerful heroes right now. Keep in mind this is before Syllabear got nerfed a little bit, so he's still very, very powerful. His bear does 60% demolish damage to buildings still, so he's a very, very powerful hero in this version, especially for pushing teams, and just generally a very good mid-game carry overall. And this Visage, if you don't know what Visage does, you haven't been watching a whole lot of pro games recently, because this is the tri-lane hero to have. I mean, his Soul Assumption nuke does so much damage, it's ridiculous. I mean, there really isn't a better tri-lane hero in this game. And then Cinderin follows up with two more support heroes. He goes ahead and grabs Avenge and an Enigma. So he's got two great initiations, actually three now that I look at it. If Enigma gets a Blink Dagger, he can initiate. Avenge can initiate with Swap. Clock can hop right in with his Hookshot. There it goes. I mean, Sentinel has so many ways to just get in there and get in their face, so they're definitely playing some sort of weird semi-carry or carry strategy. I'm not sure who it's going to be. I'm really kind of interested to see who they're going to pick. It's probably going to be someone we don't see too often. And then Ducky goes ahead and picks up his carry and Razor, so I think he sees what Cinderin is starting to do and is like, well, whatever carry you're going to get, I'm just going to static link it, and whatever damage or whatever it's going to do, I'm just going to negate a large part of that. So probably a decent early counter pick. And Razor, of course, is very tank. He's a very decent pushing hero with his Plasma Field, and his high movement speed allows him to go around the map and do all sorts of things. And Ducky really taking his time on this ban after Cinderin bans CMs, and he actually ends up banning a Balinard. This is a semi-carry hero who wants to use a lot of spells, and his silence and in his whatever that nuke slow is, has a mini stun. I don't remember what it's called, actually. It's something Void, I think. But anyway, Synderen did a good ban in Crystal Maiden, in my opinion, because he recognizes that Necrolic and Razor are two heroes that would like to spam their spells, and Ducky has not gotten any supports yet. And Crystal Maiden is one of those support heroes that really enables her team to do something all the time, which is spam their spells. So good ban by Synderen, I like this. And he actually goes ahead and bans up Pugna. I'm not too certain what this ban is about. It might be a respect ban to... I can't remember if it's Lacoste or Sony, I think, who plays a very, very good Pugna, and Scourge definitely doesn't have a long lane hero or a solid middle hero just yet. Syllabear could take the long lane, but Pugna is probably a hero that they may have wanted to get, and Ducky is going to be a little bit rushed here, having used up so much of his time on his last ban. He goes ahead and bans a Storm Spirit, which is another hero that would probably be fitting into what Synderen wants to do. And let's see if Synderen's going to tip his hand, because, yeah, Storm Spirit is a hero that can get countered very easily by a Doom and an Earthshaker, I believe. Because if Storm Spirit gets caught out of position by Earthshaker, then Earthshaker can pop in and grab him real fast, and Doom just kills Storm. And with all this initiation, though, I don't know that Storm would have been the one to get in there, but he may be. Looks like Synderen's going to take his time in this next pick. I would probably grab another component of my tri-lane or a solo mid here, which would mean either his carrier or solo mid, but I'm not sure what he's going to do, to be perfectly honest. His selection of heroes is starting to get severely limited, and I'm guessing he has a carry in mind. He's probably thinking whether he wants to go ahead and pick it, or if he wants to get another hero that may get picked up by... Okay. Wonder who this is going to be. If I were in Synderen's shoes, I probably wouldn't tip my hand just yet, and I'd go ahead and pick the other support hero or the other long lane hero, whatever he's going to do. Actually, now I really stop and think. Enigma's probably going to be Woods, Venge is probably going to be in the tri-lane more than likely, and then Clock will be long lane or mid, so he needs a long lane or mid to work out the rest of his lineup, otherwise he's going to have some very off lanes. I don't know what he should pick. A Windrunner might be a good pick. Another good pick. He actually goes with a Necrolite. Interesting. I haven't seen Necrolite in a few games. This will be very fun. And if I remember right, Miguel? No. It's Rise that is their Necrolic player. Or Necrolite player. And as I recall, he does respectably well. He's not the best, but he does a very good job of making sure that he finds his farm no matter what happens. Even if he goes like 0-7 in the beginning of the game, he always makes sure that he makes wise buys and just is effective throughout the entire game. And Ducky actually goes ahead and picks up that Windrunner, so it's probably going to be Syllabear either mid or bottom, and then Windrunner's going to take the other off lane. They're probably going to stick Razor in the tri-lane along with Visage, and then whatever their last pick is. This is probably going to be a hard support hero, because I don't see that they have a dedicated warder yet. So this will probably be their last their last pick will be a hard support. There it goes. I don't know about you guys, but every now and then I just trip over my words, and yeah, just random vomit comes out, and then I stop, and then it comes out nice and smooth. Because I try to think ahead of myself, and sometimes I tongue-tie myself when I'm trying to talk. So it's very funny to watch me try to talk and do stuff like this, so hopefully it goes well. And before I get sore throat, let's go ahead and drink some water, eh, guys? I'm going to tell you, after doing a couple of practice commentaries, water is essential. Oh my goodness, Synderen grabs an Obsidian Destroyer. Yep, this fits the bill of what I was talking about earlier. He wanted a carry-type hero that had some kind of mana-dependent ability. Storm was a good guess, and so was Balinar by Ducky, but actually, this Obsidian Destroyer may not have been in Synderen's plan, but it fits well with their strategy that they have here. Obsidian Destroyer is definitely one of those heroes that doesn't really get in there sort of well. He has a nice AoE ult to complement Enigma and to complement Clock's locking spells, Enigma's Black Hole and Clockwork's Cogs. He can really lay down the hurt, especially against Syllabear and Razor, and Visage doesn't have the best ink game. Well, he's not going to probably hurt Windrunner too bad, but Keep in mind that Obsidian Destroyer's big thing isn't his ult. That's a great spell. It does a lot of nifty things. His biggest asset is being able to do a crap ton of pure damage. And Cinnamon does go ahead and pick up a hard support in Ogre Magi. And let's see who's playing every hero. We're going to go take a look at Sentinel first. Looks like we've got Miguel playing that Rattle Trap. And yes, Rise is on that Necrolite. Very good. And then we have... who's playing Venge? Come here. This is Cinder and on Venge, actually. Let's see. I will bet that it's... yep, it's Angel on Obsidian Destroyer. I hope he gets lots of kills on the other team. That would just be funny. And then Eaten Fish is going to be on that Enigma. And we have 4 of the Scourge heroes going bottom. We're going to have Sony on this Razor. We're going to have Ducky playing the Ogre Magi. Lacoste is going to be on this Windrunner. And Nino is going to be... Miss Fisher. And if you didn't see that clock rocket go past right here just now, the Scourge actually managed to truck past it, so the Sentinel has no idea that they actually just missed most of the Scourge team going into their woods. So Necrolite and Venge need to be careful. This could turn into a very, very bad first blood for them. And let's see, where's the last hero? Dark Green is going to be Syllabear played by Fear. I haven't seen Fear Syllabear, so I don't know what to expect here, so I'm a little excited to see this. Let's see, let's check a few items, see if anyone's got anything interesting. Windrunner is not going to go for an early Ring of Basilius, opts for the Mantle of Intelligence. And Ogre Magi, does nothing interesting there. Not really a lot on Visage. What about Razor? Razor's going to be getting the Ring of Basilius, which is why Windrunner hasn't gotten it. Let's see, Syllabear, nothing really interesting there. Where is his bear? He put anything on his bear? He put a Stout Shield on his bear. Good idea. Most players don't really put a first item on the bear, or some go for the Quelling Blade. I actually like this Stout Shield idea. It goes over really, really well most of the time. And, oh, we got a Magic Bush Ward. If you don't know about this ward, I highly recommend doing some research into it. It actually blocks this Creep Bull camp here, and it also blocks this Creep Spawn camp. So anyone who's jungling, aka Enigma, is not going to have a fun time jungling. And it looks like the Scourge trial lane is going to be bottom. It's going to be Visage, Ogre, and Razor. There's a good trial lane. I really, really like this play. And this is going to be against a Necrolite and a Venge, who is just babysitting. So I don't think Scourge is going to get a whole lot of kills, per se, but they're certainly going to be dominating this Necrolite. And let's take a look. Middle. Windrunner is going to be middle against the Obsidian Destroyer. Obsidian Destroyer already starting to step his intelligence up and lower Windrunner so that she can't spam her spells quite as effectively. However, he's taking quite a bit of damage and not picking up too much farm just yet. And Enigma's actually doing aggressive jungle. I like this choice. He probably anticipated that they were going to ward his jungle off so that he couldn't do it very effectively, and then just jump to their jungle instead as a great reaction. Very well done by Eaten Fish. Let's see, we're going to have a Syllabear versus a Clock Top. I would expect Syllabear to win this lane. He's ranged, he has a bear, Clock is melee. He does have rockets, but only it's going to be that effective. Clock does have the early advantage. He's 5-3 over to Syllabear's 2-2, so kind of unexpected. And Enigma just did a creep stack. I thought he pulled the Scourge creeps in here to get a whole bunch of XP really fast. That would have been very funny. And quite an effective strategy most of the time. And he might be staying a little bit too long. If Windrunner came up here, he'd be in a lot of trouble. But not happening yet. Not a whole lot of action just yet. Most people are the Sentinels playing extremely conservatively. And let's see, we've got Venge roaming around, still level 1, just a handful of XP. And she looks like she maybe wanted to gank middle, but it's just not going to happen. And Ogre also getting close, is looking like he's going to go try to get something to happen on this Enigma in the woods. Now let's see if he's going to find anything. Enigma is going to... if he gets caught in the wrong spot in between Syllabear and Ogre Magi, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. And let's see if he realizes what's up, because Sentinel did not have a ward here, so Enigma is on his own. And Ogre's wandering around. He does find the Enigma, but he is not giving chase. I don't know if that was a lag issue or just poor judgment, or reaction time, rather. But Enigma gets away scot-free. And that leaves Clock to farm a lot. He's already up to 12-8. Very well done by Clock. And Syllabear only sitting at 5-2. This lane is not going at all how I expected it to go. Syllabear seems to be losing the lane really, really fast, actually. He needs to be careful. This Clock will just start to out-level him very soon if he's not careful. And it looks like we have a gank by Venge and Enigma. They're going to smoke and maybe try to hop on the Syllabare, so keep an eye on that. And it looks like Ogre wants to go on the Angel right here. And hopefully Rape by Angel does not get Rape by OK.